Welcome back to Krishna's Lit Arena. Today we are going to see how to change direct speech into indirect speech. This is a very important part in board examination, and it carries 5 whole marks. Okay, so without further delay, let's move on. So before converting direct speech into indirect speech, we must know what is direct speech and what is indirect speech, right? So direct speech is nothing but the person, he is giving his exact words. Okay, for example, you can see this sentence. She said, I like fruits, right? So I like fruits, the words within the quotation, these are the exact words of the subject. Okay, so that is what I have given over here. So what is there inside the quotes and the exact words of the subject is called as the direct speech. Can you understand? So what are we going to do? We are just going to convert it into indirect form. That is called as the reported speech. We are going to report whatever the subject has told. Can you understand? So for that, it is not so very easy. Just like that we can change. There are certain rules and regulations that we ought to follow. Understood? So for converting direct speech into indirect speech, we have rules and regulations I have told you. But before that, we are supposed to know about the types of sentences. Can you understand? So these types of sentences we have seen in our lower grade itself. But then a little brush up in a way that you ought to be perfect while answering your examination, right? Okay, so what are the different types of sentences? So this part I'll just do it a bit fast because this you would be thorough, right? Okay, but then, so the different types of sentences, 4 different types of sentences are there. Number 1, statement. Statement is nothing but the normal sentence. Okay, I like fruits. She went to the market. Okay, something like that. Just subject, verb, object or complement or whatever it is. Just the exact statement. That is called as the first one. Next is the imperative form. What is imperative form? It is called as the command form or the order. Okay, once a person is ordering someone. Okay, so in this we have requisition, suggestion, advice, everything comes under imperative form. Okay, next is the interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence is nothing but the question form. Understood? Question form. So this is further divided into 2, that is WH question and yes or no type question. Okay. Next is the exclamation. Exclamation sentence is nothing but giving out the expression of the person. Okay. Either it is wonder, either it is awe, happiness, sorrow, whatever it is. All sort of expressions, and it will be termed with the exclamation mark. Understood? So these are the different types of sentences. So while converting direct speech into indirect speech, first and the foremost, you have to check what type of sentences are there. Okay? So once, if you have framed what type of sentence is there, then you ought to apply the rules and the regulations for each and every type of sentence. Understood? So statement, imperative, interrogative and exclamatory sentences. Understood? So now we'll move on to the rules and regulations of each. Okay? So I have just segregated. If you want, you can also take it down or jot down as points in your notes. In a way, it will be helpful for you for your examination point of view. Okay? Here I have just given as a clear-cut idea. Okay, I am not going in depth. Okay, so in depth you would have learned in your lower grade. I am just focusing only on the conversion of direct into indirect. That's it. Okay, I am not going right from the beginning of verb forms. Again, verb forms, how much we have, how many we have, verb 1, verb 2, verb 3, verb 4 and verb 5, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 verb forms we have. Okay, so it is like from the beginning, if you are saying, it will take, it will consume a lot of time. Okay, so I'll just make another video regarding verbs. Okay, that we'll do it some other time. Okay, so before that, we just move on to the rules and regulations of the statement, how to change it. Okay, so just have a blind thought. It is like if the verb is in the present, you have to change it into past, and if the verb is in the past one, okay, verb 1, that is called as the present one, you have to change it into verb 2, and if the verb is in the past form, you have to change it into the verb 3rd, that is nothing but the past perfect. And for the past perfect, I have told you before, it is like you will be having a signature word called had. Okay, so blindly you have to just check it out like this only. If you have not learned all these things, or if you are not okay with verb 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so and here in statement you have the connective word called that. Okay, so while changing, I'll just explain how to do it. But this is the rules and regulations. Please take it down. Okay, so it will be helpful for you when we check out each and every type of sentence with instances, right? So for statement, nothing, present to past, and past to past perfect. Past perfect signature word had. Okay, yes. Next is imperative form. Imperative form is the damn easiest one. Okay, so it is like just you have to add to the sentence. That's it. Okay, I will give you examples. I have written everything. Okay, for example, she said, I like fruits. Okay, so what type of sentence is this? It is a statement, normal statement. I like fruits. Okay, so for this you ought to apply this particular statement rules over here, and you have to convert it. Okay, so first and foremost you have to check what type of sentence, then you have to make out the verb, whether it is V1, V2 or V3. Understood? So this is nothing but the V1 form. So it ought to be converted into V2. Got it? Now we are going to see about the question form. Question form is nothing but the two different forms we have seen. Okay, the interrogative is also called as question form. Okay, so it is further divided into two particular division. Okay, so the WH word and the yes or no type question. So WH word, what are those? So what, when, okay, why, how, all such things. You may question, okay, so WH word you would have learned in your lower grade. I don't want to explain now in depth. Okay, so WH word, which stands with the WH word, that's it. Okay, next is yes or no type question. Yes or no type question, it starts with auxiliary verbs, that is the helping verbs. Okay, so can, may, shall, okay, all such things, those are called as can, may, will. Okay, again is, are, these helping verbs. Okay, so these are also called as yes or no type question. Can I get inside? You may say yes or no. So those type of words are called as yes or no type questions. Can you understand? Okay, so it starts with the auxiliary verbs. Understood? So two different types of question. One is WH, the other one is yes or no type question. Okay, have you completed your work? You may say yes or no. Okay, so either with auxiliary verbs or the helping verbs, if the question is being framed, those are called as yes or no type question. Understood? Okay, so again for these two different types of questions also we have different set of rules that we ought to apply. Okay, so if the word is a WH question, okay, so after the WH word you are supposed to add the pronoun and then only you have to add the verb. Okay, while converting the direct into indirect. Understood? Okay, so what is your name? So So she asked what your name was. Can you understand that was will come at the last? Let me explain you with examples once we are seeing the rules and regulations. Okay, so first you ought to know the rules and regulations. After that we'll go with examples. Okay, next is yes or no type question. In yes or no type question, this similar format, but here you have to add if or whether. Okay, so here you can just opt with if rather than whether. Okay, so both the things you can opt for. You have to just add if. Next we are moving on to the exclamation. Exclamation, I have told you, it is nothing but the feelings that we express. Okay, either it is sad, delightful, awe, okay, excitement, anxiety, all such expressions. Okay, so those expressions you have to convert it into normal sentence. That's it. Okay, so with this we are concluding with rules and regulations of converting direct speech into indirect speech. Okay, next we will move on with examples for each and every type of sentences. Okay, but I think first you have to by heart the rules and regulations for each and every type of sentence. Got it? Thank you so much.